This is called Mr. Daddy's Soft Soft. Always her fascination with me shaving. This, her early morning ritual, observing each action as if it were holy. I hide my face in foam. Santa Claus, she chants. Winces with delight as the razor she gulps goes over my lump without cutting it off. The shaving uncovers the me she knows. Soft, soft, Mr. Daddy, soft, soft, she gurgles in a lather of laughter. Me now, me now, me now, she pleased like a little police car. I take the brush, coast her reflection with foam. I shave her with the tip of my little finger. Her reflection sniggers and she sniggers too. Later in the early evening, she appears bearded in fresh cream. She shaves herself with a lollipop stick. Me daddy now, say? I cha-cha-cha her on the tips of my toes as she clings to my fingertips. The living room dances around us. One delighted, half-shaved little girl. One delighted, soft, soft Mr. Daddy. And this is called Becoming Herself. I don't know if you remember the old Spice ads of the early 70s. With Karloff's O Fortuna booming magnificently out. We'd never heard it before. We were knocked off our feet. And the ad was a surfer being treaded through this great giant wave. And the tagline was, "You will become yourself." Ages of fathers have passed Old Spice from them down to their sons, down to their sons. I only had a daughter, and I was delighted with this prospect. So this is called Becoming Herself. She's 3, a distinct reek of Old Spice. And who's been splashing on my aftershave? I growl in my best daddy bear voice. Me, she answers in her best George Washington. Mummy's perfume smells yucky sweet. She, a good judge of smell, this little girl. What is, what isn't nice, sides with the Old Spice. So, are we right then, I ask? We go for a walk, the cat on the leash, because we haven't got a dog. And so we head off, dad, cat, and little girl. The cat none too pleased at what's that meow smell? Old Spice, not for cats, only for dads and daughters. We step into the light, chant, da 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 da, da 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 da, etc., etc. She'd come into our bedroom at 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, and she just used to jump upon our male and female bodies with painful results. And she just treated us like a fleshy mummy-daddy landscape. This has got nothing to do with that. We'd been to a cocktail party, darling, and we had a little bit worse for wear, and that wasn't going to stop Tilly coming in at 4 o'clock in the morning. So this is called I Feel Pretty. Oh, so pretty. I wake, covered in glorious glitter, smelling strongly of PVA glue, sticking to my cheek, very hung over, and covered in blue, orange, yellow, red feathers. A bubble recently blown perched upon my nose. I still half comatose. Tiny bubbles travel through my curls as through a bigger bubble brightly, nestling neatly under my right eye. I observe my tiny daughter purse her lips and kiss more bubbles into being. Tilly, I force myself to speak, still frozen in sleep. What you do? Even my syntax and sentence structuring is shot. She smiles sweetly. I'm pitying you. And this is called I is smiling, because she was always smiling. Everything always is, I is. As in, I is happy. I is tired. Even to negate it is, I is not tired. I is not go to bed, with Churchillian scowl and foot stamp for emphasis. I used to love her construction, the simple syntax of her sentences. Tilly and Mummy is girl? Dónall is not girl? Now I is remembering you, just as you was. Recall your words just as they is, and I is smiling. Let's go to smell of the light. Tilly tells me she adores the smell of the light, watches intensely as I fiddle with the wick of her battered kerosene lamp. I smile as her eyes light up, love how she loves everything with a passion. Adore is her newfound, much used word. So now she adores the rich ritual of lighting the lamp and all its accordant magic. Hand in hand, we scatter the darkness that snarls and reluctantly backs away, but then creeps back behind us, its tongue lapping at us, licking its lips as if it would swallow us up, but it is afraid of the smelly light. The wind tries to blow us out. Scared, she clutches me all the tighter. I don't like the way the light makes the darkness darker. Her voice shivers. I catch her up in the crook of my arm. She cuddles closer as we walk towards the barn, adrift in a sea of darkness. We, the only speck of light, no stars tonight. We, the light of the world. The pregnant cow lowing as if it knows we are coming. Tilly nuzzles into me, a frightened little mouse, jumping when an owl demands of us, hoo, hoo, hoo. Your chest is too tickly, she complains sleepily. Oh yes, my little chickadee, WC feels her. This never fails to amuse her. Our intertwined laughter and the smell of the light dispelling the darkness. The pregnant cow delighted to see us. Oh. We're coming to the end now. Let's see, where are we? This is called How Not to Swear When One is Swearing. And it's a good use of Mr. Joyce. Finnegan's Wake, Thunderwords, you know, it's about 10 of them, I think. After I hit it with a hammer, my old Tom takes on a now cartoonish character. Pulses and throbs, grows bigger and bigger and bigger. My 3-year-old gasps in astonishment that an adult could do such a silly thing. Bold, Daddy, she scolds. Bold, Daddy. My mind screams in silence, but my tongue longs to utter in the demotic a good old-fashioned Anglo-Saxon word. I somehow, don't ask me how, gaze into my little one's baby blues, despite the expletive carefully in slow motion. Substitute the first thing that pops into my mind, the first, as it happens, of Mr. Joyce's thunder words. None of Eliot's chante, chante, chante. I have the presence of mind to Finnegan's Wake it. Bababadal character, come in a run, con, bron, tuller, and 2 ton, throver, uniscon, Hordenan, Turnock. Funny, Daddy, she chortles. Funny, Daddy. Now, whenever things go wrong, and they will go wrong, as sure as words are words, she begs me to do the thunder. Waits for her little bit parts so she can chime in with her hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And as I gather her up in my arms, and we both declaim as one, Turnock. Thank you.